It is 5 days until the big day.
Every day I wake up and I'm thankful.
And in the heart of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a young woman sits in the hospital.
Some days, I'm so sick.
Hoping she can get out in time.
No matter how sick I am.
To meet the man who saved her life.
I'm just very thankful, Thank you.
Tiffany Weisenberger spends many days in the hospital.
3 missed calls, 2 voicemails, 10 texts, and 8 emails.
But to truly know Tiffany, you also have to know Jocelyn.
Tell me your first and last name.
Her 7-year-old daughter.
What's your favorite hobby?
Who's about 2 decades away
I'm zooming into
from taking my job.
Next question going on.
You're a good reporter.
When Jocelyn was 2, Tiffany was 23 and had just met a man named Jason who would soon become her fiancé. Then she began feeling physical pain that wound up being something far worse.
I'll never forget because the doctor was just like, Tiffany, this is Dr. Such and Such, and honey, you have leukemia.
A year later, another tumor showed up on Tiffany's spine. Chemotherapy didn't work, and Tiffany was told she'd only survive with a bone marrow transplant.
They tried to talk me out of the bone marrow transplant. They told me, we could send you home. You won't be in and out of the hospital these last few weeks. You'll be able to spend it with family. We'll make you comfortable. And me and my dad were like, no, there was no way we were going home. Maybe he's supposed to go home tomorrow.
Today, Tiffany has no immune system. She struggles with just breathing.
Yeah, see the bottom.
But she's still alive.
Your hair is messy.
She still gets to be a mom. And the only reason is because she found a bone marrow match in a total stranger. It's 2 days until the big day.
This is a band from California.
And Kyle Stapleton of Fayetteville
I love that.
is doing what Kyle Stapleton does.
I just like to appreciate it. Highest fidelity. I love this guy.
He is an intelligent, thoughtful 24-year-old grad student at Georgia State. But it was a snap decision in his senior year of high school that changed a world of lives.
My calculus teacher had a Marrow donor drive for her niece. I don't even think I knew about it prior to that day. I just showed up, learned about it, was like, this is great, sign me up, and that was it.
3 years later, Kyle was about to start his junior year of college when the call to donate came.
So I had to email my professors and say, hey, I know this sounds like a lie, but I'm not going to be at the first day of school because I'm doing this thing. For me, there was really no choice. The opportunity was there and you just do it.
The transplant was a success.
Aww.
After a mandatory 2-year waiting period, Tiffany learned the name of her donor and immediately reached out.
I can't even describe in words my gratitude to you.
2 days later, Kyle responded.
I mean it when I say that your email meant the world to me.
And from there began a friendship of phone calls,
Look at this.
photos, and even a drawing from Jocelyn.
She drew them and they're both purple and I'm blue and green. Tiffany has been my eternal reminder of all the positives to being alive and to cherishing my life and all the things that I have.
It's the big day, a cloudy February Thursday. A perfect day
I've never done the pick up at the airport thing.
to meet the person
It's like we're picking up a family member.
who's changed your life.
Morning. Hi.
Kyle, it's good to see you.
How are you?
Good.
How was the flight? These are for
okay.
you.
Thank
yeah?
you.
Let's go have some fun.
Yeah.
The big day would begin a glorious weekend.
This is so nice.
The two families experienced the wonder that is the Georgia Aquarium.
Look how big the tank is.
And then, the very different kind of wonder
What do you call it, frosted orange?
that is the varsity. That night at Mary Mac's Tea Room,
We're great. We're so good.
Tiffany gave Kyle a gift,
I wanted to give these now.
a simple item filled with 1,000 thank yous.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're keychains, one for me and one for you. You don't know, Kyle, how much you've given me and everything.
Oh, and Jocelyn had her own gift to deliver.
If I had my own fridge, I would go on it.
Through the weekend, everyone held it together pretty well. Until 4 days after the big day, when it was time to say goodbye.
I'm gonna get emotional. I'm so glad I got to meet you. You're just such a great person, Kyle.
Well, it's the first time, but not the last time.
I know.
There are only so many ways to say thank you.
It was an honor.
Only so many big days to spend.
All right, are you going to write me letters and
Yes,
stuff?
yes.
But there are certain choices we make in life that change us eternally
Glad I finally got to meet you.
I'm so glad I got to meet you too.
in ways we never could have imagined.
I think it's one of the most meaningful things that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
What I've always been wanting to is just to come and tell him in person how grateful I am.
In Fayetteville, Georgia, Matt Pearl, 11 Alive News.